Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of We Need to Talk. This is episode 437. This one's going to be brief. I definitely have some things to take care of, but all will be revealed as soon as possible. Cooking up some things. I've been in a really great creative zone lately, and been putting some things together behind the scenes. So um, definitely excited to bring them to you when the time comes. But for now, the topic of discussion is: are you happy? As you'll notice, my brand and my movement is Happiness Decoded 101, and I developed that because I was asking. I would often ask people, just kind of randomly, sometimes friends, sometimes just new acquaintances, are you happy? And the answers I got were very complex. They were very much, a lot of times externally based. And sometimes, there wasn't really a whole lot of clarity. Sometimes people just don't know. Uh, and sometimes it's, contingent upon other things. Sometimes it's happiness in certain areas. But the biggest thing that I found was that in most cases it was conditional. And so I set out to really figure out a way to help people to activate unconditional internal happiness so that, the happiness is not contingent upon outcomes, contingent upon, meeting the right person within a certain time frame, or contingent upon a certain amount of money, or contingent upon, certain amount of friendships, or certain things working out in your favor, contingent upon job opportunities, etc. Like, just having the ability to experience happiness regardless of what's going on around you, regardless of the circumstances. And I feel like, for me, everybody deserves to experience that, to have that at their fingertips, and to be able to have the strategies and skills to maintain it. There's so many things around in the world that can contribute to unhappiness. So therefore, happiness has to be a choice. It has to be something that is chosen every day of the week. It's not something that's voluntarily given to you. It's not something that's, attainable just by existing. Unfortunately, the world we live in now, um, dictates that, happiness has to be sought after individually, and it's something that, has to be looked for. And so I developed, just four different core areas, psychology, purpose, partnerships, and physical health. Just four main areas that I believe to be fairly all encompassing, so that, you know so that, number one, you can figure out which areas need the most improvement, and use the other areas to help you sort of balance the whole matrix together, because they're all interconnected, and to raise them all simultaneously helps people to get to that point of having and experiencing happiness regardless of what's going on outside, because all of those things play a part in whether you're happy or unhappy. And mental health, again, major part. Whether or not you are in tune and connected with your life purpose, major factor. If we're talking partnerships, or we're talking human relationships, major factor. Whether or not you have certain boundaries set up, or whether you have certain people connected with you whose energy is affecting you in a negative way. So navigating human relationships is a major factor. And then last but not least, physical health. Um, that goes without saying, because nobody wants to be happy and not live to feel and experience it. So, we do need the physical body to be intact. We do need the physical body to be functioning at peak levels in order to sustain any form of happiness, and especially due to the fact that depending on how you are eating or how much exercise you have, etc., how you treat your body, there may be or there will be certain effects on your mental health, and on other areas of life. And you never want to be in a situation where that level or that factor is overly compromised. So this is just your reminder, um, that to make happiness the priority, to make your personal happiness the priority, because all other things in life, all the manifestations, all the desires, all the relationships, and the other things connected to you increase and improve when you prioritize your happiness, when you put your happiness on the back burner and way off in the distance, everything else suffers. And I think a lot of people can attest to that through their experiences. So, from day in and day out, again, this world makes it a choice, a battle sometimes, a struggle sometimes. But again, as long as you're moving up that emotional ladder, as long as you're working to feel better than you do, to think better than you do, to learn more than you learned before, to have better self awareness, to continue the growth, to continue to delve into your purpose, explore more about your identity and your possibilities, and always continuously be reaching for better spaces, better functionality, and staying consistent with self nourishment, you'll be in an amazing space, and the data you'll be able to compile along the way is is priceless, because that enhances everything else. You don't have to start all over each day. What worked the last time you were able to boost your mood, the last time you engaged in certain activities that were uplifting. What were those activities? Let's try some of that this time. And that helps again. And when you do it this way, or when you wake up at this time, or when you get this amount of sleep. For a long time, ever since I was a kid, for some reason, I kind of just treated life like almost like a moving and living experiment. Certain things I didn't like, I tried new stuff. Kept the data in my mind. Elements of, internally, things that I didn't like, or things that I wanted to change, or things that I was curious about. I tried different things, tried different behaviors, tried out, just continuously learning and growing, and keeping the data for future use, because this life thing, we want to go as long as we can. So just want to leave you guys with that. Hopefully you guys are safe, have a great weekend. Definitely make sure to subscribe, and click the link in the description, um, when you get a chance to, and just connect with me, man. You guys have a great time. Be safe. Shout out to you, Dawn and Wilmer. Good to see you guys in here. And just sending you guys peaceful and positive energy. Until next time.